Man, I would Harley Quinn in a heartbeat. What the heck is up, you guys? Animated Heroes here, back with another action figure review. It's been a month since my last one. I know, like I said, I call myself Mr. Inconsistent for a reason, but it doesn't matter. I'm back with a review, and this time it's of the Mafex number 42 Medicom toy, whatever you want to call these guys, Harley Quinn dress version, and oh my god, do I love this figure. I've already had time to open it and play with it a little bit. I've posed it a little bit. You can even check my Instagram out if you want to see some photos, but it doesn't matter. It's great. It's still kind of new, and I decided to review it. So anyway, before we get into the figure, let's go ahead and take a look at that sexy packaging. Or in this case, pretty boring packaging, because that's exactly what you get with Mafex. But you got a cool image of Harley Quinn right here. Harley Quinn dress version written right here across the bottom. Mafex number 42. Medicom, like I said, whatever you want to call these guys. You got stuff on the bottom that really doesn't matter. Warning, ages 15 and up. If you're not 15, you're too young for this. Barcode, blah, blah, blah. Cool image of her on the side. I was about to flip it up, used to SH Figure Arts boxes, but Suicide Squad right there. Other side, you got a full body image of her right there, which is pretty cool, number 42. Same stuff written on it as the other side. And then you got some cool poses you can get her into on the back with a couple of accessories. She comes with an extra face, gum piece, and an extra face for Batman, but we'll get into that later. As you can see, this is about Harley Quinn, and like I said, this figure is cool, so let's go ahead and get to talking about it. Now, what's better than a crazy lady? I would say a crazy lady that is Harley Quinn. And man, a lot of people don't know this, but I really, really love Harley Quinn, and that's why I had to get this. I've always had a fascination with the character, but recently, in the last couple of years, it's grown, and I have quite a few Harley Quinn figures, which I'll show, but that doesn't matter. We're here to talk about this one. Now, what I will say about this figure is that I probably got one of the better Mafex versions, because this figure just came out so absolutely amazing that it's unreal. I only have one gripe, and it's really not even a gripe. It's just kind of a personal thing. Well, I'll say two, because I'm noticing one that I'll probably discuss in just a second, but everything about this figure looks so good. It looks like Margot Robbie from The Scene. The tattoos are done. That's one thing I love. There's nothing better than a crazy lady with tattoos. That's just, I don't know, don't judge me. But everything, man. The Joker tattoo on the back. I'm watching right here. This around her wrist. They even put the rotten tattoo on her face, man. I love that tattoo. I don't know why. They got the J right there. Just so much that I love about this. Then I think this one says Daddy's Little Monster, just like the shirt that she wears. So I don't know. They didn't do the ones on the legs, but I think I rewatched the movie and she actually didn't have those on her legs at that point, and I'm personally okay with that. It doesn't bother me. So yeah, but figure looks great. But man, anyway, let's go ahead and get to talking about it before I ramble on about how much I like it. I can do that at the end of the video. Now, I will say the very first thing I thought about actually looking at this figure in the packaging was that it looked extremely tall, but she stands right at, she's a little bit over 6 inches. Well, to the top of her forehead, right at 6 inches, but to the top of her hair, about 6.2 or 3, I'd say. So she is a little bit tall. She fits in well with other figure arts and Mafex figures, and I'll show that in just a sec. But I mean, I guess you could blame it on the heels, because that makes sense. Her heels are really high, if you guys haven't noticed. So I think that's why they made it so tall, but it still looks awesome regardless. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into, if I can get her to stand, there we go. Let's go ahead and get into her accessories first. Now, accessory-wise, she comes with one face that goes with this head right here, which makes sense. She was smiling the whole time she was in this scene. Well, except for when she got thrown into the water, but I guess that doesn't count. She comes with 2 open palm hands, and I believe these were the ones that were on her when she was in the packaging, which good enough for me. I can't complain about that. She comes with 2 holding hands, if I can show these real well. So 2 hands to hold whatever. So if you have the SH Figure Arts Harley Quinn, or if you have the other Harley Quinn made from Mafex, you can put the bat in her hand, no problem. She comes with two hands for guns. So if you have any guns, maybe ones from the Joker, you can put those in her hand. And I believe the Mafex one also comes with her pistol, so you can also put that one in here. And she comes with this hand that I don't really know what it's for. I think you put it on her waist or something. I don't know. But it's kind of an odd choice to include. I mean, I'm happy they included it. And by the way, I will say the rings on these look extremely good. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I'll show another one. These rings look awesome, man. For a 6-inch scale figure, the detail behind these is just amazing. But moving right on, she also comes with an alternate head with the teeth gritted a little bit, and she comes with two of these. I'm going to show one. Gum pieces that you can put in her mouth, and like surprisingly, these actually stay in better than I thought they would. So you can have it where she's blowing gum. And by the way, the ponytails on these are a soft plastic, but they're not articulated, so they don't move. But this stays pretty well. I'm really impressed with this piece. I like the way they did that. But it will go on this body, of course, but since it didn't match her in the scene, it won't look as good. But I'll show some pictures at the end. And also, for those of you who want to know, it will go on the SH Figuarts body, but because the neck peg on the SH Figuarts is so long, it'll look like she has a really long neck when you put this head on. But yeah, anyway, last but not least, she comes with an alternate head for Batman, which is so dope that they included this. It's for when he put his breathing mask on for underwater. Love that they added this. The detail in this is absolutely amazing. And if you look close, there's actually a bat symbol on there. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but yeah, this face looks awesome. So other than that, that's all for accessories. Moving right along to articulation. By the way, she comes with a Mafex stand that I've already showed a million times already. Now, articulation-wise, her head looks up about that much, and it's only because of the hair, of course. She has it down, so it's a soft plastic. You can force it up just a little bit, but not too much. Look down about that much, which is decent. Can go all the way around, of course. Arms go up that much, which is extremely good. They go out and all the way around. Of course, she doesn't have a swivel right here, but she does have double jointed elbows. And like I said, the joints on these are extremely tight. It's just amazing for Mafex. But her hand is on what I call the Figma peg, and you can pretty much, since this doesn't really limit her articulation much, you can kind of move this around just about as much as you want. So that's really good. And it's the same on this arm, of course. Even though she has this big bracelet on, you can still move it around just about as much as you want. She has a diaphragm joint, but it's like almost useless. And when you move it forward to make her crunch, the back right here looks weird, and then her clothing kind of pokes out, so it looks a little bit awkward. But you can turn it a little bit if you want, but not too much, because the dress also hinders it. She does have a waist swivel under there, which works extremely well, and they actually executed this a whole lot better than I thought they were going to do. Her legs still can move out quite a bit. If she didn't have the dress on, of course, she can move it more. You know what I mean. But yeah, anyway, she kicks back that much, kicks forward that much. Extremely good. Double jointed knees, and they work well. Now, like I said, the only thing that I dislike about this figure really is the knees. God, I hate how they look. I don't know why. Something about those, just they look bad to me. But anyway, she does have a swivel in there, so you can turn her leg this way to make her walk however you want, which is cool. Her foot goes down about that much, goes up about that much. She does not have a toe hinge, but she does have a very good, especially for these heels, pivot. So works well. And honestly, I think I gotta say that with the way that they did the articulation on this figure, it's very exceptional for Mafex. It just shows that, cross your fingers everyone, they are improving, and they do have the capability to make extremely good figures. So anyway, with that said, let's go ahead and get into some size comparisons. First off, here she is standing next to the Mafex suit version Joker that just released, which is extremely awesome. I might review that one next. You guys let me know if you want me to. And the SH Figuarts Suicide Squad Harley Quinn, which, as you guys can see, is extremely short compared to her. Now here she is standing next to the Mafex Dawn of Justice Batman vs. Superman Batman. and the SH Figure Arts Suicide Squad Deadshot. And as you guys can see, Batman's about the right size compared to her, but she's almost the same height as Deadshot. But SH Figure Arts is a little bit smaller scale, so I'm pretty sure everyone knows that. But yeah, if you want these two to be posed together, just know that, actually she looks a little bit taller than him, but just know that she's gonna be pretty tall. And last but not least, here she is standing next to some of my other Harley Quinn figures. And as you guys know, I have about 6 or 7 Harley Quinn figures, so yeah, I love her. Now, being that I am a very, very big Harley Quinn fan, I know that this review could come off a little biased, but honestly, they just did a whole lot right with this figure. I don't know any other way to put it. Everything is almost spot on. Like I said, I don't like the knees, and my only other issue is kind of the way that they did the toes with those black spots in there. That looks kind of bad. I mean, you can tell that it's because she has her toes painted, but then the black that's on the bottom of the heel right here, right at that trim, that looks kind of bad. I wish they would have just painted that gold, but that's a small complaint. And like I said, everything else is just great. Articulation is great. The quality control is almost perfect. There's no loose joints. It's not falling apart. It doesn't feel fragile. And I told someone else this before. If you didn't know that it was a Mafex figure, you wouldn't know that it was a Mafex figure, which just means it's done extremely well. But like I said, I'm not going to harp on it. Honestly, I give this figure an 8.5 out of 10. If you are a Harley Quinn fan, you would love it. If you want a Harley Quinn, if you want her in this costume, that is. If you want her in this costume, you'll love it. It's an awesome figure. I'm glad to have it in my collection. I had to review it, and I recommend it to anybody. So, yeah, I hope you guys like my review. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. That always helps me out. Subscribe to my channel if you're not. I don't know why you're not already. And, of course, be checking for more action figure reviews. I've got more coming soon. I know I've been slacking, but when I say soon, I mean within the next couple of days. So, as always, I will talk to you guys later. Peace. Enjoy the pictures.